Testing, testing. All right, man. Good to go. All right, Shalom, Israel. This is Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Start out 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are led by Commanding General YAHANNA. Today is I.S.U.P.K. Friday Lashawan Qadash class. You understand? We'll go over our language. You understand the same language I was beating out of our the same language. Since today, and teaching our people and properly edify our people in our language of our culture. And part of us coming back to our identity, right? So with that, we're going to start off class as we always do by going over the alphabet. Class, please repeat after me. Ha, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, cha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, I, pa, qua, ra, sha, and the. All right, today is, you guessed it, today is absolutely a beginner's class. You understand? Today is a beginner's class. We'll be going over formal greetings. Now, it's kind of a little bit advanced, but not quite. This is stuff that we can communicate with each other with on a daily basis. You understand? This is things that we can say on a regular to one another and in other forms of communication. Right? Good night. All right. All right. So. All right. All right. So, of course, thing that we say in the I.S.U.P.K is the salute, right? Which is shalom, which means peace, right? Can be a greeting or a dismissal. You know what I'm saying? It's also one of the things in modern day tongue we use as slang. Peace or peace. You know what I'm saying? It can be used as a greeting or a dismissal. So sometimes you can hear brother say shalom, or I shalom, you know, either way. Moving on, Yahweh, which is the Lord's name. Right? So peace, Lord. Bahashim. All right. What's the prefix? In. In is our prefix, as you can see right here. So in the name, Shum in Hebrew is name. So our prefixes are ba and ha. And the. And Shum. Yahweh Shah. Right? Which is, of course, Christ's name. Which is also Joshua, you know, as translations, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shah, Jesus, Joshua. But we call him by his Hebrew name, which is his true name, which is Yahweh Shah. right? Barak, Atha, right? Barak means bless. Atha means you. So right here, this is the salute the males give, right? This is a salute that brothers give to one another, and the I.S.U.P.K or a sister may say to a brother. Oh no, excuse me, nah. Sisters, it's a whole nother thing. It's like I misspoke. This is how men in the I.S.U.P.K salute one another in our tongue. Shalom, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shabarakatah. You know, one of the many first things that you may learn is the salute in the I.S.U.P.K, right? It means peace, Lord, in the name of Yahweh, in the name of Jesus, bless you. That's all it's saying. It's actually a prayer. So when you do say it, make sure you have your head uncovered. All right? I'm gonna give y'all a couple of seconds. I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds, and then I'm going to erase it off the board, and then we're gonna move on with the female salute. All right, know that. Moving on to the sisters. All right. So for the sisters, it's the same thing for the most part. For the first few words, Shalom, Yahweh, which is the Lord's name, Bahashim, in the name, oh, excuse me, Salaki, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Salaki, it's not the first three. Yahweh Shamar. All right. Salaki, forgive me. It's Shalom, Yahweh Shamar Al Atha. Right? So Shamar means to watch over you, Atha, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Right? So for the women, I ain't gonna do too much. All right, for the female, how y'all agree one another, and men, of course, is Shalom, Yahweh Shamar Al Atha, Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Remember, our tongue is brutish. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be perfect English. You understand? Our language is very straightforward and direct. You understand? It's not a romantic tongue like English is. So in our tongue is, watch over you. Peace, Lord, watch over you. in the name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You see how it's kind of broken, right? I'm gonna give y'all a couple of seconds to jot that down. Make sure you have a notepad. We are going over everyday things. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on. It's how you say, "How are you?" How are you? Right? So that is in Hebrew, ayak shalamka. All right. So I have ayak shalamka, which is how are you? You understand? So you come up to a brother, hey man, shit, ayak shalamka, and his response should be, Lord allow, I'm good. You understand? I want to see all my people good. You know what I'm saying? Lord allow. This response is I'm good, which is anya tawab. All right. So how are you? Ayak shalomka. Right? I'm good. Anya tawab. Both written right here in the Paleo and the Assyrian. Once again, Paleo and Assyrian. Let me give you the connectors. If you've been following along, then you know what the connectors are for. They're just guidance in, they're just guides in enunciating the word properly, right? So And just as a demonstration, you have the bridge and you have the ditch. This is what I call them. I don't know if they have any kind of formal name. That's just something that I have to help people better remember, um, you know what I'm saying, the uses of them, right? So, for instance, you see the bridge right here, it's like the ditch, which means that the letters are connected, giving us a whole nother sound, a whole nother conjugation. Instead of it being anaya, it's anya because the and the na they are connected. You understand? Giving us that sound instead of anna. So anya tawab. How do we connect that? How do we put that together? I'm about to tell you. The ta would be by itself, and the wa and the ba that will be connected. Right? Alright, I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds to jot this down. Please take notes. This is our culture, this is our language. You understand? This is a part of our identity that was stolen from us. That's so important that we continue to teach the Lashawan Qadash when others don't. Alright. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into a little romance real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Alright. 1 second, man. Let's get into some not really romance, you understand? This something that is very endearing, right? This could pertain to anybody. This could pertain to your wife, to your husband, to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Our language is slang. Nothing has this one meaning. You understand? But this is my love, right? My love in Hebrew is ahabia. A very beautiful word, if you ask me. All right, let's get that last one. Let's get the paleo popping off real quick. Hmm. Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah, I had that right. All right. And it'll be 500 years since we've been able to speak this language and write it fluently. You understand? Of course, there's gonna be hiccups from time to, But anyways, my love in Hebrew is ahabia, which is written right here in the Paleo and the Syrian for our learning and understanding. You understand? Once again, this is the endearing word. This can mean anything pertaining to somebody that you love. It can mean a husband, wife, child. It can mean, anything pertaining to that. Hell, it could even be a name. All right. So something that definitely coincides with that is the word beautiful. You understand? We're gonna get the word beautiful. Beautiful in Hebrew is yapa. All right. understand if you are black, Latino, Native American woman, I.S.U.P.K, you are beautiful. All right. Or it's a beautiful sky. Shemayim Yapa. Let me write this a little bit bigger so that way people can see this. Oh, horrible. Right. Uh, uh, I can write that way better. All right, there we go. So this is how we say Yapa in the Hebrew. I mean, beautiful in Hebrew, right? All right, let's see what else we got. All right, anyway, we're gone. So, I'm gonna give about 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna move on. All right, bet. All right. Anyway, moving on, right? Something that we say down here in Texas is what's going down. I know other states they say things different. Like shout out to Detroit, man. Y'all say what up, though? Know what I'm talking about? Or my Korah in the Hebrew. But down here in Texas, man, we say what's going down. Or other states they got their own saying like what's happening. You feel me? Usually when we say what's happening, that that can mean a greeting or that can mean a threat. You understand? Depending on what you got going on. All right. So what's going on in Hebrew is ma ya wa rad. You know what I'm talking about? Ma ya why? What's going down? That's what that means right here. What's going down, right? Mm-hmm. Here you go right here. What's going down? My yard why? You feel me? Alright, so once again, you can either use anya to why or trouble. Type of why, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's how you say that right there. Trouble. Man, she not doing too good. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot going on, you feel me? right? So Tarawad is how you say trouble. I don't know why I'm wearing trouble again. All right, there you go. All right, you understand? Or of course, if it was going down, you feel me? You could say El Tawab, or here you can say it back. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. We say what's going down, bro. Shit, man, what's going down? So like, my apologies. We say what's going down. You feel me? All right. Or you could take it a step further and say chilling. I'm chilling. Right, chilling, which is Mataza Mara. Right? These are greetings and these are answers to those said greetings. Right? Once again, what's going down? My Yarawai. And Colin, Mataza Mara. Or Tarawai, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all a few seconds to, jot this down. Let's see if we got anything. This is one of the, if you ask me, one of the, it's definitely an interesting lesson. You understand? All right. Shalom to all the sisters checking in, Thwada for checking in. You know what I'm talking about? It's definitely good to have y'all in the class. We're just going over, just a couple of greetings. All right. All right, we're gonna get into a few more phrases. You know what I'm saying? Food talk. You feel me? Everybody like food, right? If you did not get everything, just be kind and rewind. After you say what's going down, somebody say trouble, they might be hungry. So how do you ask that? I'm about to show you. Are you hungry? How you ask that? Ha'am ata ra'aib. Right? Ha'am ata ra'aib. I am Makara. You know what I'm talking about? What up? Talk about what, bro? Ha'am ata ra'aib. You can say Khan, which means yes or no, which is la'a. Right? This is very basic right here. If you've been here for a while, you know. But these are your answers to if somebody asks you if you hungry. Salakify, I wrote that. I don't know why I did it like that, but you can still take it down, put it on your notes however you would like to. I'm gonna write this off in the Hebrew, in the Syrian. I mean, in the Hebrew real quick. All right. Uh, well, what's I about to do? All right. We got a couple of seconds to jot this down in y'all's note. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. Or you can definitely respond, yes, I am hungry. How do you say that? I'm about to show you. Alright. So this is a more formal way of answering a question such as, are you hungry in Hebrew? Right? This is not a question. Alright. answer Khan Anya Ra'ib. Yes, I am hungry. That's a more formal way of answering if you are hungry. Khan Anya Ra'ib. If you've been riding along with me on this list, you know Anya means I, right? All right. Let's see. I don't know why I did that. A little live spit tonight. All right. Hopefully, I had some time to go ahead and take down to y'all's note. All right, because we are moving on. All right. So, how would you answer to somebody who says Khan Anya Ra'ib? How would you answer to that? Well, the next thing to do, what would you like to eat, right? You know what I'm saying? It's only right. Show some brotherhood. You know what I'm talking about? What would you like? I don't know why I wrote it like that. To eat. Whether you would answer ma. Let me say in Hebrew is Barataza la a koa. Salaki. both written in the Paleo and the Syrian, as you can see. What would you like to eat? Now, how would you answer that? I'm gonna give y'all a couple of foods in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Like chicken, which is tazapar. Right, tazapar, which is chicken. Fish. I am not the big like it. Shalom, okay. Concert. I had called you on. I'm already on it. I was just letting you know I was in the class. All right, concert. I'm almost done. All right, shalom, okay. All right, no sweat. That was the camp leader. Shout out to him making a cameo. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Officer 5,000 All right. Anyways, fish is dog in Hebrew. D-A-G. Dog. All right. Or beef. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write beef off right here, which is Bashar Bakwar, all right. So, you know what I'm saying? If you've been rocking and rolling with me throughout this whole lesson, we went over some things. We learned how to ask somebody if they are hungry. You understand? Which is her atha ra'aib. You can either say as a response, Khan, or la'a, or Khan anya ra'aib. Khan, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Once again, that's an example on how our tongue is very brutish. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying like I'm, it's I. Khan anya, Khan I hungry. Because our language is very direct, very straightforward. It's not a romantic tone like Hebrew. I mean like English, excuse me. And the next thing you would ask somebody after you ask them you hungry is what would you like to eat? Ma tarataza lakawa. You understand? In response, you know what I'm talking about? You could either say chicken, which is tazapar, fish, which is dag, or beef, which is bashar. Salakia, I apologize. Bashar bakwar for beef. Bashar bakwar. Right? And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and clip class. Uh, Courtesy salute to the brothers. Yahweh Hashem Yasha Brakathum. To the sisters, Yahweh Shema Alatah Bahashim Yasha. Shalom. Oh. Shout out to you, Lady J 91913. Shout out to you, sis. Thwada for checking in, Thwada for tapping in, sis. Already, shalom.